Hi there my friends, this is Benjamin here from Singapore and welcome back to my new training series on how exactly I earn a 5-figure income every single month by using affiliate marketing. So in this part 1 of the entire training series, I'm going to share with you what exactly is affiliate marketing, as well as the top 10 trends that we can expect moving forward 2024 and beyond with regards to affiliate marketing, and as well as the two main different strategies that I'll be sharing in this entire training series. So first and foremost, what is affiliate marketing? Now, if you do a very simple search on the web, it will say that affiliate marketing is a type of performance-based marketing. It is a marketing arrangement by which an online retailer will pay commission to an external website or party, for example us, for traffic or sales generated from its referrals. I'm sure that a lot of you guys working in a 9-to-5 job aspire to really work from home and spend quality time with your family. Now, even though I'm saying work from home, but affiliate marketing is really something that the moment you master it, you can work from literally anywhere. Like for example, for the past 2 months, I have been traveling around China and I'm still able to repeat my 5-figure income every single month with this business model. So, why is affiliate marketing so attractive? Now, the reason for it is very simple. Like what I said, once you master it, you can work from anywhere. Number two, the income is not set by someone else. Like for example, your boss. Right? The more you want to earn, you just have to scale your income upwards from there. Like what I said, once you learn how to do it, you will definitely know how to scale it from there. And last but not least, let's talk about what is the top 10 trends moving forward when it comes to affiliate marketing. So as you guys can see over here, Google Trends shows that the global search interest for affiliate marketing has rapidly increased since 2020 over the past 4 to 5 years, even reaching the peak popularity in July 2023. Alright, so why is everybody so interested in affiliate marketing now? I've already explained to you the reason why. So if you're currently watching this video and you are working towards achieving success with affiliate marketing, or you are contemplating getting into this business, my suggestion for you, my advice for you is to do so as soon as possible. Next, the top 10 trends. Number 1, AI will definitely change the affiliate marketing game. And in fact, in a lot of softwares that I'm currently using, like my funnel building software, my email autoresponders, AI is already incorporated into these softwares, which helps me to make my job much easier. Right? Number 2, the businesses will take a unified approach to partnerships. As explained over here, teams and different partner types are going to intersect, which will allow long-lasting and multifaceted partnerships to grow, and this is definitely excellent. Alright, collaborations with partnerships will increase. The B2B buyer, business-to-business buyer, will be more self-informed. Influencers will take the center stage, and when it comes to influencers, this is something that I'll be touching on as well in this entire training series. Next, content diversification will fuel audience connection. Alright, this is also something which is regards to omnipresence, which I'll share with you guys shortly. Alright, number 7, data will continue to be the backbone of affiliate success, because without data, how are we able to scale? Alright, so this is needless to say. And certain data that we always talk about with things like click-through rates, conversion rates, lifetime value of a customer, and the monthly recurring revenue that we are expecting from certain products that we are promoting. And this is something which is good because it helps us to build up our passive income every month as well. Next, new and improved affiliate platforms will foster better partnerships. Number 9, brands with enterprise-level audiences will embrace affiliate marketing, and publishers will demand more support from advertisers. Over the past 2 months, even though I've been traveling, but I've received numerous questions and queries from you guys, and some of you have even enrolled into my Inner Circle Mentorship Program. Alright, so I do understand that there is a pressing need for a lot of you guys to achieve success with affiliate marketing, but I want to make this thing very clear first. Affiliate marketing, just like any other form of business, is not a get-rich-quick scheme. So if you're thinking of getting into affiliate marketing and hoping to earn the first 1,000, 10,000 in the next 1 or 2 months, please don't enter into this business. Alright, because this is not going to happen. Affiliate marketing takes time to build up, especially when it comes to things like building know, like, trust with your audience. Be it whether you're sending emails or be it whether you're doing videos like this, posting on YouTube, it requires time. It requires consistent effort in order to reap in that know, like, trust and eventually getting the sales that you want once your audience trusts you. So having said all this, what exactly are the 2 main methods that I'll be sharing in this entire training series to you guys? Number 1 will be email marketing. Now, I know that a lot of you guys, when you first venture to make money online, you always want to go faceless. You want something that's a push button system. You want something that allows you to scale, All right, you want literally to make it easy for you, set it and forget. And email marketing is really one of the easiest way to repeat affiliate sales if you do it consistently and you do it correctly. All right. Now, there are some challenges when it comes to email marketing as well. It's not a bed of roses, so I'll be sharing with you the pros and cons of email marketing in the next training video. Now, the second method I'll be sharing with you guys will be social media marketing. Social media marketing, there are two ways to do so. One is by showing your face, and the other one is by going faceless. Now, having said faceless, I'm sure some of you guys will be very happy to say, wow, I can do social media marketing faceless. Yes, you definitely can. But let me forewarn you guys first. When it comes to social media marketing, it is always best to create omnipresence. Omnipresence was a term that I used just now. So what exactly it means? It means that whenever your audience go to different social media platforms such as Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, they're always seeing your exposure. All right, they are receiving your emails. So from every channel, they are always getting the chance to interact with you. So think about it. If you are really going to social media and you're still going faceless, the level of effectiveness will definitely drop. So if you really want to have effective social media marketing and you really want to have effective omnipresence with your audience, it is always best to show your face. Again, in part 2 of this entire training series, I'll share with you the pros and the cons of doing social media marketing as well. And in this entire training series, I'll be touching mainly on 2 different platforms when it comes to social media marketing training. Number 1 will be on Facebook and number 2 will be on YouTube, because these 2 are the most effective platforms, at least for me, when I tend to draw in different sales. If you are somebody who is really aspiring to achieve real success with affiliate marketing, either via email marketing or social media marketing, or even both, do consider subscribing to my channel and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I upload videos like this, you will receive first notice and get hold of the first-hand information as soon as possible. With that, I will see you in part 2 of this entire training series. Take care. Hi there, my friends. This is Benjamin here from Singapore again, and welcome to part 2 on how I make a 5-figure income per month using affiliate marketing. Now, generally, when it comes to making money online, there are 4 different methods that I use. Number 1 will be email marketing. Number 2 will be social media marketing. Number 3 will be running of paid advertising to promote mainly mid and high ticket offers. And last but not least, will be selling my own mentorship program. Now, affiliate marketing per se, I focus mainly on these 3 aspects, which is email marketing, social media marketing, and running of paid ads. But in this entire training series, I will not be talking about paid ads, because paid ads is something which is very dynamic and it is not something that can be easily explained via YouTube videos. That is why paid ads is generally something that I reserve only for my elite circle students who have graduated or have done well from my inner circle program. Alright, because that is where I actually monitor their campaigns, run their campaigns together with them, and keep on changing the ad sets or even the campaigns, or changing the ad group itself, or changing the ad creative to make sure that we can optimize and finally scale the ads. Alright, so I do not want to mislead anyone over here into thinking that paid ads is very simple. However, the 2 aspects that I'll be sharing in this training video, or rather in this entire training series, will be on email marketing as well as social media marketing. Now, when it comes to social media marketing, there are 2 main platforms that we share with you guys. Number 1 will be via YouTube. Number 2 will be via Facebook. Alright, so keep tuned to this entire training series. Remember to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so that you will receive a first notice whenever I upload videos like this to help you with your affiliate marketing business. So in this part 2 of the entire training series, I'm going to share with you the pros and cons of email marketing and social media marketing. So first and foremost, let's talk about the pros and cons of email marketing. When it comes to the pro, number 1, email marketing can be a set and forget system. Right? It is not something that you constantly have to change the ad group, constantly have to change the ad creative, change the landing page. It is not like that. It's generally a set and forget system. Next, it is really the only push button system that I can come up with or I can think of in the entire Make Money Online space. Something whereby you just draft the email, and of course you can do certain form of split testing as well, which I'll share with you in this entire training series. And from there, at the push of a button, with the correct kind of responsive email leads that you have and the correct offer, that is where you will get affiliate sales almost on a daily basis. Next, this is a numbers game. This is generally just a numbers game. All right. The more responsive leads you have, the more sales you will get generally. All right. most of the time when it comes to make money online space, you can promote any form of make money online products out there in the marketplace. Just make sure that you're promoting the right offer to the right target audience. And this is something that I will share more in details. Next, this is definitely a faceless kind of way to make money online. When it comes to email marketing, if you do not want to, you don't have to show your face at all. All right, you don't have to show your face at all. Generally, just emails after emails. What about the cons of email marketing? Number one, the list segmentation strategy. Now, this is something whereby it is a must to do within email marketing, especially now. Now, why I say especially now? Because recently, ever since the change of the spam control when it comes to Google and Yahoo, a lot of emails, if you guys are just starting out email marketing, you'll realize that as your list size grows, a lot of your emails find it very difficult to enter into the primary inbox of your audience. So that is why we really focus a lot on list segmentation, even within my own Inner Circle or Star Club program. Building up your buyer's email list. Now, this is something that a lot of newbies, when it comes to email marketing, they tend to neglect because they're just looking at the immediate sales that they want to get. However, if you think about it, if you forever promote low ticket offers, when are you going to have the chance to promote mid or even high ticket offers? And mid and high ticket offers is not something that you can just mass promote. The way you communicate with your list when you're promoting a low ticket or even a mid ticket or high ticket is entirely different. All right, so that is where you really have to build up your buyer's email list, and from there start promoting mid and high ticket offers eventually. Last but not least, consistency in putting in the work. Now, this might sound very dumb, all right, but this is also something that I realize why a lot of people fail when it comes to email marketing, because they are always looking for get rich quick. Now, unless you really have a standby large responsive email list, if not, if you think about it, if today I feel like it, I send an email. Tomorrow I don't feel like it, I don't send an email. If your audience is not seeing you putting in a consistent exposure to communicate with them, it is very hard for you to build that know-like trust. Right? End of the day, think about it. If you are really targeting just the United States market, every day, all right, a typical USA citizens, every day, if they're involved in the Make Money Online space, they will receive hundreds of emails. Hundreds of emails. So what makes you think that your email will stand out among the rest? More so if you're not putting in a consistent effort to communicate with your audience. So the cons of email marketing, why I put it over here, the consistency put it, because it is something that you have to do on a daily basis. All right, you have to send out emails on a daily basis. Maybe you don't have to send an email every day, or rather you don't have to draft an email every day, but you have to schedule emails to be sent out on a daily basis. All right, don't look at the immediate sales. Building a business, being whether online business or offline business, is something that takes consistency of effort. All right, it's something like you open up a store. You cannot, today I feel like it, I open up the store for business. Tomorrow I don't feel like it, I don't open up the store for business. Of course, when it comes to running offline business, people tend not to do it because of the high overheads. But when it comes to email marketing, I have no idea why a lot of people tend to do it this way whenever they don't see sales. That's why they tend to, okay, today I don't send an email because anyway, even if I send it, I will never get the sales anyway. So if this is what you're thinking, this is wrong, right? Because it is something that will grow exponentially, all right? It is not something that like a stock market moving up and down like that. So make sure that if you're going to email marketing, you're prepared to put in the consistency of work, of the hard work. Now, what about the pros and cons of social media marketing? Number one, social media marketing allows you to have this thing called omnipresence. All right, omnipresence, like what I explained in part 1 of this entire training series, it is whereby you are constantly allowing your audience to engage with you via different channels, be it whether on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, whatever, or even via email marketing. So social media marketing is really something that allows you to expose yourself even more. Next, of course, social media marketing can be done on a faceless manner, but however, please be forewarned that when you're doing faceless, this is also one of the cons that I'll explain later. All right, by going faceless on social media, the level of effectiveness will definitely drop. Thirdly, it's very easy for you to interact with audience. Nowadays, a lot of your audience spend a lot of time, all right, a lot of time on social media platforms. So if you're able to go face, all right, showing your face to your audience, and it's very easy for you to interact with your audience this way. The cons, number one, like what I mentioned just now, limited effectiveness going faceless. Number two, you need to take months of consistent daily effort to see results. All right, social media marketing is definitely much more tougher than email marketing. Email marketing is just about sending emails. But when it comes to social media marketing, you have to do editing. All right, video editing, you have to do video recording, It takes a lot of effort to do so. So with that in mind, these are the pros and cons of email marketing and social media marketing. Now what I say, doing a business online is not a bed of roses. There are definitely pros and cons. But if you're able to put in a consistent effort, let's say for just a couple of years, and eventually you manage to do it, all right, exchanging 2 years for decades of freedom, all right, whereby you can travel around the world, you can work anywhere that you want, and you're still able to rip in 5-figure or even 6-figure income every month by doing affiliate marketing or any form of make money online business, I personally think it's very worth it. However, a lot of people are not prepared to put in the consistent daily effort for years. Not to mention years, even for months, they tend to give up easily. All right, so think about it. Why are people succeeding with email marketing? Why are people succeeding with social media marketing? Because they are prepared to put in a consistent daily effort. So if you are ready to do so, stay tuned for part 3 of this entire training series, whereby I will move straight into the details of email marketing, then followed by the details of social media marketing. See you. Hi there, my friends. This is Benjamin here from Singapore, and welcome to part 3 on how exactly I make a 5-figure income per month with affiliate marketing. Now, in this tutorial training series, it's going to be a little bit different from the rest. So on top of touching on the technical aspects on how to set up your entire email marketing and social media marketing business, I'm also going to focus a little bit more on the theoretical aspect of these two businesses. Because you see, technical aspects is pretty, I would say, straightforward. All right, if you know how to maneuver around the different softwares. But in order to really succeed with this make money online venture, you have to understand, accept, and internalize the strategies and the theories behind the entire planning. So without further ado, let's move on straight to this part 3 of this tutorial series, whereby I'm going to share with you the email marketing process, and on top of that, what exactly is this lead segmentation that is so important nowadays. Alright guys, so now let's move on straight to talking about the email marketing process, and the very first thing that we need to touch on is this thing called traffic. Alright, so traffic is really the backbone of this entire make money online venture, or I would say, matter of fact, any kind of businesses that exist in this world. You need traffic. Traffic refers to human eyeballs, the people who know that your business exists. Now, the challenge when it comes to making money online is there's so many websites, so many landing pages out there, billions, I would say even zillions of websites and landing pages out there. How are you going to let your traffic know of your existence? So when it comes to email marketing, the main focus that I would dwell on in this entire tutorial series is solo ads. All right, so I'll touch on more about solo ads subsequently. So where exactly this traffic goes to? Now the traffic will go to this landing page, or I will call a squeeze page. Now why is it called a squeeze page? Because the objective is to squeeze out certain information about your traffic. Alright, I'll use the word squeeze out, but actually there's certain things involved like the headlines, the subheadings, images, so and so forth, to entice your traffic to want to opt into your squeeze page. Alright, so after the squeeze page, two things happen. Number one, you can bring them to this thing called a bridge page, or I'll call it a pre-sale page, and I put on there the word depends, because it really depends on the offer. Alright, if you're just promoting a low ticket offer, come on, there's no need for any bridge page. But if you're promoting something that's mid-ticket or even high-ticket, having a bridge page helps you tremendously. Now on top of that, if you are using solo ads, generally I will not use a bridge page. But if you're running traffic based on paid ads, then I would use a bridge page. Alright, so it really depends. Now the second thing that will happen is these people that opt in, the kind of information that we really need, most importantly when it comes to email marketing, is of course their email addresses. So all these email addresses will be collated in this thing called email autoresponder. Now in this entire training series, I'll touch on both Getresponse as well as AWeber. Next, after the bridge page, that's where I'm going to show them the different offers. Now, once all the email addresses are being collated in the email autoresponder, that is where we can start to send email broadcasts, email automation to promote different offers as well. Okay? So what is the whole objective behind it? The whole objective is to build up this buyers email list, which I'll segregate them into buyers A, buyers B, and buyers C. So what exactly are buyers A, buyers B, and buyers C respectively? Let me touch on this in the subsequent tutorial parts. So this forms the entire email marketing process. Now, this is generally what I touch on even in my previous tutorial series. However, since the implementation of the spam control by Google and Yahoo, there's this particular lead segmentation that is very important, especially if you are starting to grow your email list. First and foremost, like what I mentioned just now, we have the traffic. Alright, so all this traffic, eventually once they opt into a squeeze page, they will land into your email autoresponder. The next thing that we need to figure out is, These raw lists that we are collecting, all right, I call it the raw list, which is the entire group of email addresses that we've collated. Who exactly are the openers? Who are these people that have opened your emails? Then from there, we need to segment out the openers. And if you want to drill even deeper, all right, that's where you can segment out who exactly are the clickers. Because you have to open the email before you can click on any links in the email. So needless to say, when it comes to traffic, raw lists, openers, and clickers, the most responsive email lists are the clickers, because on top of opening your emails, they even click on your emails. So you realize that whenever you're sending emails to very responsive email lists, your open rates, click-through rates generally will be high. All right. Remember in one of the previous parts I mentioned before, email marketing is a numbers game. It is a numbers game, as simple as that. The more responsive your emails are, the higher the frequency that you're sending your email broadcast and email automation, the higher the chance of you getting the sales. Simple as that. So now that I've shared with you guys on the email marketing process as well as this list segmentation, the next part I'll be talking about what exactly are the basic tools that we really need when it comes to conducting an email marketing business using solo ads. See you in part 4. Hi there my friends, this is Benjamin here from Singapore, and welcome to part 4 on how I secure a 5-figure income per month with affiliate marketing. Now, from this part 4 onwards, I'm going to start talking about email marketing first, followed by social media marketing. So in this particular tutorial video, let's talk about what are the important tools that we will need in order to succeed with affiliate marketing. If you guys still remember this particular email marketing process that I mentioned in part 3 of this tutorial series, so the very first step you need is traffic. When it comes to email marketing, the easiest and the fastest way to build up your email list is via solo ads. So with traffic, we are going to focus on solo ads in the subsequent part of this tutorial series, and subsequently we're going to move down to this thing called a squeeze page. Alright, so with the squeeze page, what exactly is the software that we'll need? Now remember, after the squeeze page, 2 things will happen. Number 1, we will form the bridge page. So with the squeeze page and the bridge page, we definitely need something which is called a landing page builder. Alright, so in this tutorial video, I'm going to share with you 2 different tools that you can do so. So it's up to you to choose which one you prefer. Alright, so after they have opted in, the next thing that will happen is they'll enter into this thing called an email autoresponder. So again, I'll give you 2 different alternatives of email autoresponders that is very beginner friendly, and again, it's up to you to choose which one you prefer. Now subsequently, you will bring them to this thing called an offer. So offer, there are different affiliate marketplaces. Again, I'll touch on this in subsequent tutorial series. We have marketplaces such as Warrior Plus, Explodely, ClickBank. So it really depends on which one you prefer to promote. Alright. Now, next, the very important part, which is to form up the buyers A, B, and C. Alright, in order to form out the buyers A, B, and C, I also stress on the importance in this particular tutorial video and that software that you will need in order to segregate who are your buyers. Because you see guys, when it comes to affiliate marketing, you are promoting someone else's product. And 99.9% of the time, even if you manage to get any sales, that particular vendor will not release the email address of the buyers to you. That is where we need the help of this third-party software. So this is how the whole email marketing procedure is formed. In this tutorial video, I'm going to share with you different tools that will help you with your email marketing business. So there are tools that actually focus on just the landing page builders. There are tools that focus on just the email autoresponders. But I'm also going to share with you this particular tool that combines both into one. Very first tool that I'll share with you is this thing called Leadpages. So Leadpages itself is a funnel builder software. So it helps you to form up very, very attractive landing pages. So you can use them to build up your squeeze page. You can use them to build up your bridge page. Alright, the pricing for Leadpages. Now if you look at it, if you pay by a yearly basis, standard plan is just $37 per month paid annually. If you change it to a monthly basis, it'll be $49. Alright, so generally I recommend you guys to go for the yearly basis to save this money. This savings of $144 per year can help you to purchase more solo ads clicks to help you to build up your email marketing list. So you notice there are 3 different plans over here. There is really no need for you to go for the pro plan or the conversion plan. All you need is just this standard one. The next software that I'm going to share with you guys is this thing called AWeber. AWeber is an email autoresponder. Now don't worry, I'm going to share with you how to use all these different tools in this entire tutorial series. Alright. However, like what I said, Don't focus so much on the technical aspects of this business, but rather more on the theoretical and the strategies involved. All right, the tools are just meant to be there to help you to get the sales. But in order to use the tools well, you need to understand the strategy behind it. All right, so when it comes to pricing for AWeber, there are 4 different plans over here: unlimited, plus, light, and free. All right, so what I really recommend you guys to go for is the plus plan, because this particular plan allows you to remove the double opt-in of your subscribers. Double opt-in is whereby when somebody opt into your squeeze page, they do not form directly your subscribers first. All right, or rather I would say yet. What happens is AWeber will automatically send an email to them to ask them whether they really want to be in your list. Of course, if you really want something that is responsive, you can go for the light plan. All right, you can go for a light plan, and from there just get hold of all the responsive list. Very easy. Okay. However, remember I mentioned before, email marketing is a numbers game. So it's best for you to go for the plus plan to remove this thing called a double opt-in, so that when anybody opt into a squeeze page, immediately they become your subscriber. The next email autoresponder they can consider is this thing called Getresponse. All right, let's take a look at Getresponse pricing plan. Okay, for Getresponse pricing plan, again, they have the email marketing plan, marketing automation, e-commerce, as well as the Getresponse Max. Now, if you want something that is automated, all right, very easy for you to do email marketing business, plug and play, push button, go for marketing automation. If you just want to have a feel of what exactly the email autoresponder is and what exactly it does, you can always go for the email marketing plan. For Getresponse, you don't have to worry about this thing called a double opt-in, because they don't have double opt-in, all right, unless you request for it. So I've introduced to you Leadpages, AWeber, as well as Getresponse. All right, so Leadpages, now what I mentioned, is meant for you to build your attractive squeeze pages, bridge pages. And for AWeber or Getresponse, you can choose either one of them, all right, because generally they work about the same. They are both email autoresponders. But if you really want to know what exactly I share with my students, generally we use AWeber more than Getresponse. All right, for certain reasons, whereby maybe because we are more familiar with the interface of AWeber than for Getresponse. Moving on next, I'm going to share with you this all-in-one tool whereby you can do both the landing pages and the email automation all within a single software. And this is none other than System.io. Now for System.io, it allows you to import up to 5,000 contacts, unlimited emails that can send. You can create up to 10 sales funnels. You can even upload your own courses with unlimited students, all right, 5 courses. You can create your own communities group. They also have their own affiliate program management, whereby if you are someone who is selling your courses, you can create your own affiliate program within System.io. They also allow you to do A/B testing, selling physical products, unlimited file storage space, and can create up to 5 different blogs. And they have their very best, very good email support, 7 days a week system, and you can create up to 10 different automation rules. All right, so all this is just for $18.90 per month, built on an annual basis. For the monthly basis, it'll be $27 per month. So if you compare both Leadpages as well as AWeber and Getresponse, generally it is much cheaper if you go for System.io. But let me share with you a particular pitfall if you are going to use just System.io. Remember I mentioned to you guys the very important thing when it comes to email marketing is to segregate your list. Of course, you can do list segmentation based on the raw list, openers, clickers, and as well as, very importantly, building up your buyer's email list. When you're building on your buyer's email list, usually at the front end, I would encourage students to just promote the low ticket offers. Something like $9, $7, $11, $12, $17. Anything less than $20 is excellent for you to promote just at the front end. All right. What is the reason for that? Because we're trying to capture who exactly are our buyers of these low ticket offers, and I will name them the buyers C. With the buyers C, that is where you can move on to promote the mid ticket offers. Something which is $50, $100, $200, $300, $400, $500. All right. So anything less than $500, I consider them as mid-ticket offers. To form up this thing called our buyer's B list. Now, from the buyer's B list, that's where you can move on to promote things which is the high-ticket offers like $997, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. It's entirely up to you and how exactly you're going to promote all these high-ticket offers to your buyer's B list. So the importance of building buyer's list is something that I really can't stress more on it. All right. Now, when it comes to System.io, what is the problem? Personally, I used to use System.io for my email marketing business, but I realized that whenever I try to incorporate a third-party software, which I'll introduce to you guys shortly, to segregate my buyer's email list, System.io at one time or another would attempt to stop and halt my entire email marketing business. And from there, whenever I correspond with them, that is where the problem comes. But nowadays, I realize that if your email list is not huge, it's just a small list, like for example, a couple of 100, 500, 600, even if you use this third-party software, it generally will not interfere. Unless when your list starts to grow to the thousands, tens of thousands, which is generally what I have, because currently I have more than 100, close to 200,000 email lists. So whenever I try to send an email by incorporating the third-party software in System.io, that's where the problem comes. But if you're just building up and you want to know this entire flow of the whole business, you just want to save the cost, you can always go for System.io, but incorporate it with the third-party software. And this third-party software is none other than Optin Dojo. If you have been following my entire training program in this whole YouTube channel, you notice that I always talk about Optin Dojo. Because currently, the only software in the marketplace that allows us to segregate the buyer's email list is Optin Dojo. Now, please bear in mind, one buyer email list is worth more than 1,000 raw lists. It's definitely worth more than 1,000 raw lists. Why? Because these are proven buyers. They are willing to take out their credit card or input their PayPal details to buy something from you. Be it any form of business, even if you're doing e-commerce, your buyer's email list is definitely your money printing machine. And none other than Optin Dojo, it can help us to build up their buyer email list. So if you were to scroll down and look at the entire pricing plan of Optin Dojo, they have the Marketer's Plan, Pro Plan, as well as the Guru Plan. So if you are just starting out, you can always go for the Marketer's Plan. Marketer's Plan, which goes for $37 per month, but built on an annual basis, it becomes $27 per month. So again, you are saving $10 per month, which works out to be $120 per year. So this will allow you to have 10,000 actions per month. Actions refers to whenever Optin Dojo tracks any opens, any clicks, any form of leads that go into a squeeze page, because we have to insert this thing called the Optin Dojo tracking pixel. So don't worry about all these technical terms. I'll share with you this entire thing in the whole tutorial series, and it allows you to track unlimited conversions, unlimited funnels, unlimited tracking links, one custom domain that you can use, but usually I don't use this custom domain at all. And all the data will have a 1-year retention period. So in case you're getting confused now, let me just summarize the whole thing for you. If you want to really do serious email marketing business, my suggestion for you is to separate all these different softwares. Funnel Builder, focus on funnel building software, which is Leadpages. Email Autoresponder, focus on AWeber or Getresponse. Then as well as a third-party tracking tool. That's all you need. 3 different softwares: Funnel Builder, Leadpages, AWeber or Getresponse, as well as Optin Dojo. If you want to save your cost, then go for that all-in-one plan. All-in-one plan, which will comprise of both the Funnel Builder as well as the email automation, the emails broadcast, whatever you can do within System.io. So that itself saves a lot of money when it comes to the software cost, but you will still need the third-party tracking tool, which is Optin Dojo. So in the next tutorial video, I'm going to share with you guys how to really use the softwares one by one. See you there. Hi there, my friends. This is Benjamin here from Singapore, and welcome back to this new training series on how exactly I secure a 5-figure income per month with affiliate marketing. Now, of course, like what I mentioned to you in the previous parts of this training series, I'm going to focus on email marketing first, then followed by social media marketing. Allow me to explain to you why this is the case. Because when it comes to social media marketing, it is best for you to have a link, and this link needs to lead to a page to collect their information, and from there you can start sending emails to follow up with them. Now, before we move into the technical aspects of how to set up your funnel builder via Leadpages and how to use AWeber and or Getresponse, so let me share with you the theoretical components on understanding a funnel builder and understanding an email autoresponder first. Like what I mentioned, this entire training series is a little bit different from the rest because I attempt to share with you the entire holistic approach on how to look at all these different softwares. Then from there, with this understanding, then we can move into the practical application. Alright, so first and foremost, let's go into understanding funnel builder. Now, when it comes to funnel builders, there are only 2 things that you need to know. Number 1, integration. What do I mean by integration? You see, like what I mentioned, when they reach your landing page, you need to have an area for them to insert in their certain information they wish to collect from them. Alright, like for example, their full name, last name, first name, email address especially. All right, so once they insert all this information, you need to integrate your page, all right, your page with an email autoresponder so that the email autoresponder can start collecting all this information. The second thing that you need to understand is elements. All right, don't get confused, don't get apprehensive when I use all these technical jargons, because elements is nothing but just things like the text, the video, the images, and the form. All right, so text refers to what exactly you write on the page. Videos, self-explanatory. All right, then images, all right, also self-explanatory. When it comes to the form, this form is the one that I mentioned, the kind of fields that you want to collect the information from your traffic once they opt into your squeeze page. Now, there's another thing that I did not insert into the slide, which you need to also understand, which is this thing called conversion rate. You see, when it comes to a funnel builder, generally you have things like the very first page, followed by the second page, then followed by whatever offer that you want to show them. All right, it can be a webinar funnel, it can be a normal sales funnel, and you usually have all these different sequences. Every time the traffic moves through the sequence, it is called a funnel. All right, the reason is because when they first reach the first step, all right, when they initially reach the first step, that's where the most traffic is. And as they progress along every step, we have this thing called a conversion rate, which means the numbers will start dwindling as they go through the steps. Now, if you are new in this entire Make Money Online space, you might be wondering, Ben, why do I need to dwindle down all this traffic? Isn't it better for me to just push the majority of the traffic to see the sales offer? Yes, but one of the reasons why a funnel works best is because the funnel itself attempts to filter out who are the ones that are really interested in knowing what exactly you are trying to promote. Effectively, who are the ones that are most likely to purchase the offer that you're trying to promote. That is the reason why nowadays when people go for sales, they are trying to go for immediate sales, that kind of thing, they usually go for a funnel. They don't use a website anymore. Website is an old school kind of thing, right? Now, a lot of people still tend to get confused whenever they see funnel pages and they think that it is a website. No. A funnel, understand one thing, very important. Every single page, first page, second page, third page, whatever it is, every single page attempts to serve only one objective. One objective. For example, a squeeze page attempts to capture information. A bridge page attempts to pre-sell the offer. All right, so what I mean is every single page serves only one objective. So with this understanding, let's now move on to understand what exactly is an email autoresponder. Now, when it comes to email autoresponder, there are a few more things that I need to really understand and appreciate. Number one, a list. You see, when I first started email marketing, I'm very confused because I'm only used to sending emails, be it whether for business purpose, on a one-on-one basis, like to the HR department or to the boss of a certain company or to my friends, that kind of thing. But when it comes to email autoresponder, you need to know that a list is a collection of leads with certain attributes that you have set it. Now, if you are confused, let me explain to you. List also can be understood by using list segmentation. Okay, for example, when you collect all the leads, we call this a raw list. Within the raw list, there'll be people who open your emails along the way. There'll be people who click on your emails along the way. So, when you try to filter, or rather say segment the entire raw list into who are the openers, who are the clickers, that is an example of list segmentation. Of course, you can also filter your entire list into who exactly are your low-ticket buyers, who are your mid-ticket buyers, and who are your high-ticket buyers. All right. So list and list segmentation are the most important and fundamental theoretical components when it comes to email autoresponder that you really, really need to understand. A lot of people, when they do email marketing, they do not really do list segmentation properly, and that is the reason why it accounts for their failure. Next, broadcast. What exactly is a broadcast? You see, when you send an email broadcast, you're able to do certain things like scheduling the time, scheduling the date that you wish this email to be sent to that particular list. All right, also let's say, for example, going back to the list and as well as broadcast, you can choose to broadcast only to the openers. You can choose to broadcast only to the clickers. Or you can choose to broadcast to the entire raw list. Or you can also choose to broadcast to the buyers C or buyers B or buyers A list. respectively. That is a broadcast. Now, when it comes to email automation, of course, you can also do that pertaining to individual lists, all right? Or individual segments, you can do that. But one thing different is when it comes to email automation, you are not able to schedule. Email automation usually works in a way whereby the moment the lead gets into that particular list at that time, then from there you can choose that, for example, okay, 6 hours later, I want to send another email. Okay, 45 minutes later, I want to send another email. Or even 1 day later, I want to send another email. So you can only choose the time interval, but you cannot test in terms of which timing is the best for your leads to open up your email and click on your emails. But email automation is definitely much more convenient than email broadcast. Email broadcast is something that you have to do it regularly. You can do it once a week, schedule it for the next 7 days, or you can choose to do it daily, schedule it for the next day. But email automation is something that the moment you have done it once, all right, let's say, for example, you have a 30 days, or even you have a 45 days, or 90 days, or 180 days email automation. Once you set it up, the moment any lead gets into your list, the email automation kicks off automatically. All right, so a lot of people say email marketing is really the easiest way to get online sales. It's because email automation is there to automatically send out the emails for you. And all you need to do is to make sure that the lead enters into the proper list. Now, last but not least, you also have to understand the integration with Optin Dojo. Okay, remember just now I mentioned to you about the list segmentation area, all right, this area over here, the second one. List segmentation, you can separate your list into who are the low ticket, mid ticket, and high ticket buyers. But I mentioned before in one of the previous part of this tutorial series, when you are doing affiliate marketing, most of the time, all these different affiliate marketplaces will never give you the email address of the buyers. Now, this is something that you have to accept. One of the reasons why vendors actually sell their products online, they pay thousands of dollars to come up with a very attractive sales page. All right, they spend hours or even engage external parties to come up with all the videos or softwares for you to use, is because they want to capture buyers' email list. So do you think they would give you the buyer's email list just like that, even though they got the sale from you? No. Most of the products out there in the marketplace, I would say more than 90% of them will not release the buyer's information to you. So that's the reason why we need Optin Dojo. Optin Dojo, when you integrate it with the email autoresponder and you integrate it with your funnel builder properly, whenever you get a sale, Optin Dojo will attempt to do the automatic lead segmentation for you. All right, that means to say to pull out this lead that purchased and push it into a separate list that you create. Now, in case you're wondering, for any email autoresponder, you can set up as many lists as you want. As many lists, you can set up 1,001 lists, but of course we don't do that. All right, everything that you do within the business system, you have to understand the reason why. So the common list that we have in our email autoresponder will be things like, for example, the raw list, the openers list, the clickers list, the buyers list. These are the very common ones that usually we will use. All right, and email automation. So generally, just understand the entire flow. All right, I'm going to share with you the entire strategy of how to set up the whole thing. All right, how to set up the whole thing so that everything moves and works seamlessly for you. So with that, I'll see you in the next part of this tutorial series. Take care. Hi there, my friends. This is Benjamin here from Singapore, and welcome back to part 6 on how I secure a 5-figure income per month with affiliate marketing. In this particular training video, I'm going to share with you the general interface of this funnel builder called Leadpages. And at the same time, if you guys still remember on the previous session, we talked about 2 important things to understand when it comes to funnel builder. Number 1 will be the integration component, and number 2 will be the elements component. So these are all the different things that I'm going to share with you. All right, the interface, the integration component, as well as all the elements component. In order to access the Leadpages dashboard, please apply for the 14 days free trial via my affiliate link in the description box below this video. So once you log into the Leadpages account, you will see something that looks like this. All right, of course, you will not have any values over here. You'll be all zeros. All right. Now on the left, you will see things like the dashboard, landing pages. You can build a website. You can also build blogs. All right, different conversion tools that will help you to increase your conversion rates. Like for example, the pop-ups and the alert bars. You can click over here to find out all the leads that has actually gone through your funnel that you created within Leadpages. You can also select certain brand colors of your choice. And the images, They have all images, premium images, image generator, as well as you can upload your very own image. All right. So image generator is actually an AI that is created within Leadpages. So you can type in certain things like, for example, a dog flying. All right, a dog flying in the clear blue sky, and you come up with certain AI images pertaining to that. Now you can also create your very own lead magnet. Now this is the integrations component. You can also set up your custom domain that is associated with the funnel that you created. And of course, they have a very good support team. Now let's move on to integrations over here. And you will see that under integrations, they have different softwares that has already been so-called incorporated within Leadpages that makes it very easy for you to integrate. So you have things like ActiveCampaign, AWeber, Constant Contact, ConvertKit, Drip, Emma, Getresponse, GoToWebinar, Contact, MailChimp, Infusionsoft, Entreport, all right, and even Webinar Jam. For whatever softwares that you don't see over here, you can always use Zapier, which is an integration tool, a third-party integration tool, to integrate with all these different softwares of your choice. All right, so you can see that it's pretty comprehensive when it comes to integration. Now, this is the integrations component. So let me share with you how exactly to integrate it with an autoresponder like AWeber. So just click on AWeber, click on Connect New Account. You can name your account name over here and then click on Connect. Now, once you click on Connect, they will ask you to log in to your AWeber account, and from there, it's automatically connected. It's as easy as that, right? Very easy. Going back again into integrations, if you are using Getresponse instead, again, click on Getresponse, connect a new account. They will ask you for the API key, all right? The API key that you can generate within Getresponse itself. So I'll share with you how exactly to do this when we eventually move into the Getresponse platform. Right, again, it's very simple. Once you get hold of the API key, just hit connect. Again, it's automatically connected. Very simple. So let's move on to talk about the elements component. All right, so again, moving your mouse to the landing pages on the left. So click on that once, then you can click on create new landing page. Now, as you can see over here, Leadpages has a lot of templates that they have already built it for you. So all you need to do is just to change certain images, certain tags, according to your preference. And these are some of the new, right? You can see the word new over here, right? New landing pages that they have designed. And these are some of the old ones, right? You can choose whatever that you want. So there's really no need for you to start from scratch if you do not want to, right? However, let me show you how exactly the entire workspace looks like if you are starting from scratch. So on the top right in the search bar, type in the word blank. So this is a blank template, and you can click on start building. So from here, they will ask you to name your page. You can name it anything you want, like for example, YouTube description. All right, click continue. Okay, so this is the main workstation when it comes to building your entire squeeze page or your entire pre-sale or bridge page. Okay, on the left, you'll see things like the layout, sections, widgets, style, settings, and writing assistant. Now, head over to widgets over here. You'll see these are all the different elements that you will generally use. Okay, unless you are creating a very sophisticated funnel page. If not, generally, you will only be using the widgets and the settings over here. You will not be using things like the layout, the sections, the styles, and even the writing assistant. So you can see that under elements, you have the text. You can also have image plus text, or just pure image, videos, form. Remember the one I mentioned to you guys, when your traffic reach the squeeze page, you need to have a form whereby you collect their information, especially their email address, buttons. You can create a certain space alignment, icons, line, and even a HTML code. All right. So let me share with you how exactly it is so easy to maneuver all these elements. Just go to text, click and drag until you see this blue component that says drop here. So drop it down here. This is where you can start to input certain text of your choice. Like for example, this is a YouTube tutorial. All right. So from there, you can highlight the entire thing. You can choose to center align the whole thing. You can bold it, you can italics it, you can underline it, all right? Everything is just a matter of clicking it. Change the text size. Currently, it's text size 5. Change it to 11. This will look like this. You can also change the color. For example, if I want to highlight the word YouTube. Then from here you can see the font color currently is black. Click on that, go to recent colors and click on add. Let's say I want to change it to red color. Right, simple as that. So again, when it comes to image plus text, click and drag until you see any of this blue thing over here, highlight it and drop it at the appropriate area. Okay, so let's say I drop it over here. So you have things like the images and the text, you can input it over here. All right. So again, if you want to drag image, just drag, drop. Okay, this is for pure image. Videos, drag, drop. Right, very simple. Now, how exactly to upload the video? Click into here. They will ask you for this thing called the embed code. Right, again, I'll share with you how exactly to get hold of this embed code for free. Very easy. Okay. Now, let me show you this form area. So click and drop. So you see automatically they will have things like the email address. The button is also created for you with the text sign up. If you want to change the text, click once. All right, then delete away this word. For example, I'll put down here get. Let me change get access here. Okay, simple. You can also change the button color. Now, all these things I'll share with you during the next tutorial session. And going back again to widgets, you also have certain things like the buttons. For example, if you're not using form, you're just creating a very simple landing page with words as well as image. You can also insert in certain buttons over here, and this will just be a single button. Now, of course, you look at this button, is very short. You can always enhance the entire width just with a click of a button again. Now it becomes a full width button. Correct? So these are the few things that we generally use when it comes to building a squeeze page or a pre-sale page by using Leadpages. Now guys, as you can see over here, it is not difficult to maneuver Leadpages. In the next tutorial, which is part 7, I'm going to share with you how exactly to use Leadpages to create a converting squeeze page when it comes to running solo ads traffic. Now guys, remember, depending on the nature of the traffic, the kind of sophistication in terms of your squeeze page designs definitely differs. All right, it will be different. For example, if you are using Google Ads traffic, the kind of squeeze page that you need will be relatively more sophisticated if you are using compared to if you are using solo ads traffic. Now, once again, if you are using solo ads traffic and you attempt to create a sophisticated squeeze page, you will not be getting a very high conversion rate because this is the nature of solo ads traffic. The simpler your squeeze page is, the higher your conversion rate that you will get in terms of your opt-in rate. That means people giving you their information once they reach the squeeze page. Alright guys, so like what I mentioned, in the next tutorial, let me share with you how exactly to design a converting squeeze page from scratch by using solo ads traffic. See you there. Take care. Hi there my friends, this is Benjamin here from Singapore and welcome to part 7 on this new tutorial series of how exactly I secure a 5-figure income per month with affiliate marketing. Now, pursuant to the previous tutorial series, or rather part 6 of this whole series, I mentioned to you guys about 3 very important components when it comes to the funnel builder software that I use, which is called Leadpages. Number 1, general dashboard and all the different features. Number 2, the integration of the funnel builder with your different autoresponder or rather email autoresponder. And number 3, all the different elements. So without further ado, in today's tutorial part 7, I'm going to share with you one of the most converting squeeze page that you can use whenever you are running solo ads traffic. Alright, if you guys still remember where we left off, we designed something like a YouTube description. I wouldn't call it design, but rather I used it to share with you guys all the different elements. So let's use back this YouTube description and start designing one of the most converting squeeze page that I have whenever I run solo ads traffic. So click on that particular link and you will reach the main workstation again. Okay, so what we are going to do now is to start deleting away all the different elements that I was sharing with you guys yesterday. Just hover your mouse to one of the elements, you will see this bin over here. Click on that, click on this. Now, in terms of the video, don't worry, I'll share with you guys how exactly to embed your video into this particular squeeze page. But generally, the squeeze page design that I'm going to share with you guys does not require any image or video per se. Okay, now nevertheless, let's delete away this one first. And again, we do not need this particular button. Delete it away. We're going to leave this form here. All right, the title. Now, the title is going to be something like this. Your automated cache machine is ready for activation. Okay. Alright, so let's highlight the word automated and change it to red color. Again, highlight this whole component, and we're going to go to the color button over here. Go to recent colors, not the brand colors. Go to recent colors, click on add, and click on red color, click outside. Done. Alright, let's change the font size here to maybe size 12. Excellent. Alright, so over here you can also insert another element, another text element. So hover your mouse to widgets, go to text and bring it down over here. Now over here you will say things like don't, or rather I will say your exclusive bonus will be sent to the email address above. Right, so we're going to centralize this whole thing again. Let's make this font a little bit smaller. Alright, then italics it. Sorry, I need to highlight this whole thing and italics it. Okay, I think the font is a bit too small. Let's change it to size 4. Alright, excellent. So this is how the whole squeeze page will look like. Now, in case you guys are wondering, Ben, this squeeze page is so simple. Is it really converting? Yes, because when it comes to solo ad traffic, remember yesterday I mentioned to you guys, the simpler your squeeze page is, the easier it is for you guys to get the conversion. Because the nature of solo ads traffic does not require, I repeat again, does not require complicated squeeze pages. It's not like you're running Google Ads traffic or Facebook traffic, that kind of thing, right? Or Facebook Ads traffic rather. Okay, now let's go over to this form here. Just hover your mouse here, you will see this highlighted box. Just click anywhere inside, you will see the settings over here. Alright, so what you need to do is to click on add an integration. Then from here, whatever is the account, the email autoresponder that you used, let's say for example we are using AWeber account, so click on that. Then they ask you to select a destination over here. Now what exactly is this destination? Which is the list that you have created within AWeber. Now I know that we have not moved into AWeber explanation yet, but don't worry, just follow along with me. Alright, so let's say we have created some lists within AWeber. So over here, click on the drop down box, then click on, for example, cat lovers. Okay. Alright, then click on save. Now going over to the fields component here, you will see that currently by default they have inserted the email field. So if you want to add certain other fields, like for example you also want to collect their first name, so click on add a field, and then from here click on name. Now under the label you can type down their first name. Okay, so now you will be first F, is there a typo error? Yeah. Okay, first name, placeholder name, you can also put down their first name and click on done. Okay, do you notice that the email address field is on top and the first name field is below? So you see the up down arrow over here. Just click on the up arrow to push the first name up and followed by the email address, which is the standard format. Next, click on actions. Now over here, actions, they have different options for you. Number one, are you going to send the traffic after they opted in into a default Leadpages thank you page, which we are not going to do that. Are we going to send it to a landing page? Are we going to send it to an external URL? Or you just want the whole thing to remain on page? Alright, so generally, we only use external URL here. This external URL, you're going to insert in whatever affiliate link of your offer is. Okay, of your offer is, right? And from here, let's say for example, we just put down there google.com. Let me see, HTTPS. Google.com. Okay, maybe we just use the default one over here. Let's use this. Alright, then from there, click on save and close. Now you are done. Now what if you want to change the button color over here? Again, very simple. Click anywhere inside. Right, you can see over here they have this my buttons. Click on edit style. Then you can also change the button color over here. Let's say I don't fancy purple color. I want something that is blue. Alright, so bluish. Click on save. Now you see that the button color has changed. All right, you can also change the text size within that. Okay, if you want to go to text size 8, whatever it is, by default, just leave it at 5. You can change the line spacing. You can change the color of the button text. But I think whatever we are using here, like this is white, white color button text, and as well as the button color being blue, looks excellent. So let's not change anything to it. You can also change the corner style to round, to peel, just leave it as it is generally, all right? And exit. Okay, we are done. This is how a squeeze page will look like. Then from there, hit the publish button, and by default, whatever you name this squeeze page will be inserted into the slug of the entire URL of this page. All right, so let's say, for example, we publish that. Okay, done. So let's copy the link and insert into a new window. So this is how your entire squeeze page is going to look like now. Now, guys, if you are wondering, do I need to mobile optimize this entire squeeze page? What is mobile optimization? You see, whenever traffic clicks on your link, they could be using their mobile phone to access it. They could be using their tablets to access it. They could be using their laptop or even desktop to access it. Mobile optimization means, or rather mobile optimization means, whenever you are designing your squeeze page like what I'm doing now, I'm designing it on my desktop. But what you need to do is to make sure that this design fits perfectly, all right, fits nicely, I would say, whenever your traffic is accessing via mobile, which is very important because most of the time nowadays, traffic are accessing URLs or websites or squeeze pages, landing pages, whatever you call it, via their phone. Just ask yourself that question, all right? Generally, it's via the phone. Okay, now one thing good about Leadpages is you don't have to do any form of mobile optimization. Leadpages will automatically mobile optimize for you. Let me show you what I mean. Going back again into the design, so if you click on preview, which is just a button beside publish just now it becomes update because we already published it. You will see that on the top right, by default, they are showing you the desktop view, all right, the desktop version of how this squeeze page will look like. The middle one will be tablet, so click on that. So by default, this is how your tablet view will look like your iPad and so on and so forth. So mobile view, so by default, again, this is how the mobile view will look like. Excellent, nothing for us to mobile optimize. All right, the texts are still in line. They're still central, or rather, I would say centralized. It does not go out of alignment or whatever. So one thing good about Leadpages is, like what I said, they automatically do all these things for you. All right, and most importantly, it's very affordable compared to some of the very commonly known funnel builder softwares out there in the marketplace. Next, Ben, what about bridge pages? What about pre-sale pages? Now, pre-sale pages are generally used if you are promoting something which is relatively mid to high ticket. That means to say $500 and above. Then you'll be using a bridge page. Alternatively, you use a bridge page because you want to track certain conversion statistics if you are running paid advertising. But when it comes to running pure solo ads traffic, my advice is do not go for anything which is mid or even high ticket. Just go for something which is low ticket, $6, $7, $17, $19.90. Anything less than $20 is considered low ticket. Why? Because the initial traffic is the first time that they see this offer whenever you run it. All right, most likely it's the first time. The chances of them buying is definitely not high. Ask yourself a simple question. If you see a new landing page, even if you were to opt in and you see a sales offer, now no matter how attractive it is, there'll be certain doubts whether this thing really works or it's just another scam. So the chances of a person buying immediately when they first see this offer is very, very low. All right, it's very, very low. So go for something which is low ticket, make it easy for them to make the purchase and start. All right, the key point here, start building your buyers list. Because from your buyers list C, then you can start to promote mid-ticket offers to them to form up your buyers list B. From buyers list B, promote high ticket to start promoting your buyers list, or rather to start building your buyers list A. Now at this juncture, I'd like to share with you guys a website whereby you can get pure 100% USA traffic if you intend to purchase solo ads. Now, why is this 100% USA traffic so important? Because if you check any statistics out there in the marketplace, all right, in the website, more than 70 to 80% of online buyers come from the United States alone. Most of the solo ad vendors out there, they do not sell to you 100% USA traffic. The best that they do usually is they'll tell you, okay, I'm selling tier 1 countries. Okay, tier 1 countries traffic. What are tier 1 countries traffic? USA, UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. All right, these are the 5 different countries that constitute the tier 1 countries. But we know that the majority of the online buyers come from USA. So why don't we just bypass all these countries and just focus on USA? The reason is because to get a USA traffic lead is not cheap. So that is also the reason why a lot of solo ad vendors do not just sell 100% USA traffic, but I do. If you refer to the link in the description box below this video, you will see this particular link that asks you to purchase my 100% USA buyers only traffic. All right, it will lead you to this particular page. Then over here, you will see things like different testimonials, the results, and so forth. Let's go down straight into in terms of the pricing. All right, I also have 95% tier 1 countries premium traffic if you really want to get that kind of traffic. Alternatively, you can go down over here and go for 100% USA buyers only premium traffic. All right, so I'm currently selling this traffic for 100 clicks at 95 cents each. But if you were to go up all the way to 1,000 clicks, then that would be 90 cents per click. All right, 90 cents per click. Now, guys, I mentioned to you already, 100% USA buyer traffic, very important. Why? Majority of online buyers come from USA alone. At the same time, if you purchase anything more than 500 clicks from me, you are going to get this one. Okay, all our seasoned and above level buyers will enjoy free access to my email marketing crash course, and the training within my course will solve the following issues for you. Be the 10% of solo buyers that will profit from email marketing. Why 10%? Because 90% of the people out there in the marketplace, or I'll say even more, do not really know how to make full use of solo ads traffic. Next, how to build a highly converting squeeze page, how to improve your email open rates and click-through rates, how to authenticate your domain, how to register a domain with Google, how to track the performance of your solo ads, how to build your own biased email list even as an affiliate, and getting my personal recommendation on the CPA affiliate network to join. All right. Now, in case you are into crypto, you are into meditation, all these kind of different niches, I'm sorry, I don't sell all these kind of clicks. But if you're into make money online and health, yes, I can help. All right. So, guys, if you're interested into getting just USA buy only premium traffic, consider clicking on the link in the description box below this video to do so. Start purchasing the clicks. Anything more than 500 clicks, you get a complimentary Zoom session with me. I will run through with you your entire setup to make sure that everything is done properly. Also, there are some of you who have already emailed me asking me whether I do offer one-on-one mentorship program when it comes to email marketing. Yes, I do. Again, refer to the links in the description box below this video. But let me roughly explain to you what I mean. So there are 3 different levels of mentorship within my passive income profits, which is my personal mentorship program. First level is the Beginners Club, followed by the Star Club and the Inner Circle. What is the difference when it comes to Beginners Club? You click on Check Curriculum, right? You will see all these different training videos, all right? All these different training videos like email marketing, Getresponse, CPA offers, traffic, social media marketing, paid ads, all about Google Ads, GTM and GA4, Microsoft advertising, as well as how to launch your very own course to sell. There are more than 100 videos within my Beginners Club alone. All right, fully packed with information for you to start making money online. All right, but this is only training videos. Of course, if you were to click on the main page to enroll again under the Beginners Club, all right, if you click on enroll now, it will bring you to this order form. And within the order form, I also have a one-time offer. It used to be $1997 for me to do all the setup for you, which includes 5 squeeze pages templates and includes 45 days of email automation and complete integration with all these different softwares. All right, Optin Dojo, Leadpages, Getresponse, AWeber, blah, blah, blah. All right. However, now, if you are getting this, it is only $297. There are students who have enrolled into the Beginners Club without getting this $297, then subsequently email me and say, look, man, can I opt in for the 297 one-time offer now? I'm sorry, it's a one-time offer. It means it is a one-time offer. All right, within the training program itself, I do not have any link that allows you to purchase this thing again. So if you really want it done for you subsequently, it will then be the full price of 1997. All right, and all this is in United States dollar. So going back again into my mentorship program, the second level will be Start Club at 2997 USD one time. All right, all these are one-time payments. Now the difference between Start Club and Beginners Club is you'll get all the training videos within the Beginners Club, plus you will have 8 sessions with myself. Okay, with myself, one-on-one. Every session will last for approximately 60 minutes. All right, 60. Inner Circle retailing at 6,997 currently. By end of this year, it will definitely go up to 9,997 at least. All right, for one time. Now the thing about my Inner Circle is the very high success rate. All right, if you have seen some of the other testimonials on YouTube, many of them are also my students, and they have been my Inner Circle students before, or even my Star Club members. All right, so you will get everything over here. Plus, one thing is you are going to work perpetually with me. All right, work directly with me perpetually until you achieve a minimum of $5,000 profit for consecutively 3 months, and it's on a one-on-one basis. One-on-one basis. I'm going to have a tailor-made daily action plan to suit your working hours, because I know that many of you are working adults, so you might not have a lot of time to commit to this full-time. All right, and there will be weekly assignments to ensure that you're on track. If you're also into social media marketing, I will share with you how exactly to start getting your videos viral, how to set up your YouTube channel, so on and so forth. So guys, these are my 3 different levels of mentorship program. Now for my Start Club and my Inner Circle, before you enroll, please book a complimentary Zoom session with myself. Just click on the check curriculum. You will see a button that you can book a complimentary Zoom session with myself, because I'm very selective in terms of the students that I want to enroll. I want to make sure that I'm only working with the right people, because guys, this is not a one-to-group session, it's a one-on-one session. And I always believe somebody who really wants to achieve success in whatever area, you need a personal coach, not a one-to-group session, because the attention span will be diverted into different students. I only want a concentrated effort with my students, be whether it's the Start Club or Inner Circle side. Okay, and for Inner Circle, like what I said, I work with you for as long as it takes, so long as you're still committed to do this, until you achieve a minimum of $5,000 net profit every month for consecutively 3 months. So with that, I will see you in the next part of this entire tutorial series, whereby I will start moving into the 2 different email autoresponders, which is AWeber and Getresponse respectively. See you. Hi there my friends, this is Benjamin here from Singapore, and welcome back to part 8 on how I secure 5-figure income per month with affiliate marketing. Now, in the previous part of this entire tutorial series, I mentioned to you guys about how to create a converting squeeze page using Leadpages. And in this part 8 of the tutorial video, I'm going to focus on understanding email autoresponder with specific emphasis on the main dashboard of AWeber. Alright, so subsequent videos I'm going to focus in terms of AWeber, followed by Getresponse, and finally Optin Dojo. If you guys still remember this particular slide that I shared with you guys in one of the previous part of this tutorial series, which is understanding email autoresponder, I mentioned to you guys that there are 5 main components that you need to appreciate, understand, and utilize. Number 1 will be what exactly is a list. All right, when it comes to email autoresponder, you have to segment all your leads, certain attributes according to different lists in the first place before you can do further list segmentation, which is the second component. The third will be understanding the difference between an email broadcast and an email automation. All right, there are different things. One allow you to do easy split testing, allow you to schedule according to different dates and time. The other one is based on certain time interval that certain emails are going to be sent out based on how you set the email automation. And finally will be the integration with Optin Dojo. Guys, I can't help but to emphasize the usage of Optin Dojo and the importance of Optin Dojo. Because when it comes to email marketing, you really have to segment your buyers into different email lists. Your buyers is the one that's going to help you to achieve your mid-ticket and high-ticket sales. If you're going to run solo ads directly into a high-ticket or mid-ticket offer, chances of conversion is very, very, very slim. So which is why I mentioned in the previous part, it is best for you to use a simple converting squeeze page and channel them into a low ticket offer first. Segment out your first set of buyers list C. And the only way we can do that as affiliate marketers, because we are not the product creators, we are not the product vendors themselves, is by using the third-party tracking tool called Optin Dojo and integrate it properly with Leadpages as well as your different email autoresponders, which I'll share with you in the subsequent parts of this entire tutorial series. So without further ado, let's move on straight into the main dashboard of AWeber. Again, you can use my affiliate links in the description box below this video to access all the different free trials or the different softwares that I personally use for my email marketing business. Okay, all right. Now, on the left, this is where the main menu is. So on the top, you see this thing called the list. So if you click on the right arrow over here, it will show you all the different lists that you're able to create within AWeber. So you can name the list anything that you want, all right, so long as you remember the attributes of the subscribers within each and every list. In AWeber, it is very important that you select the correct list before moving down and navigate the rest of the menu, because every single menu is pertaining to that particular list. So let's say, for example, in this case, we are using Google Ads, the name of the list that my student has created. And from there, you can go to messages. So under messages, this is where we are going to create email broadcasts. You have things like all messages, which means it's going to show you all those that has been sent. What's the open rate, what's the click-through rates, bounce rates, complaint rates, as well as those that you have scheduled ahead in time. The drafts, that means the uncompleted emails, the broadcast, split testing, and email template manager. For split testing, within my Inner Circle program members, there's no need for you guys to do any form of split testing. But if you're just learning email marketing via this YouTube video, you can always go ahead and do split tests and check which subject line, which email body content gives you good open rates, good click-through rates, respectively. So again, if you're interested in my one-on-one mentorship program, please refer to the links in the description box below this video. Next, you have this thing called automation, campaigns, and list automation. This is where we're going to talk about email automation subsequently. So subscribers, again, like what I said, within AWeber, please choose the correct list. And if you click on subscribers, it will show you all the respective subscribers within that particular list. You can also add subscribers, be it on a one-on-one basis or as a bulk in CSV file. And you can check the import history whenever you are doing bulk uploading of subscribers into your list. From there, you will see which is the one that's successfully added, which is the one that's been rejected by AWeber. Subscribers tools, again, we'll talk about that when we move on straight into the details of how to use AWeber. Pages and forms, usually we don't do that because this is where you're going to use AWeber to create landing pages and sign up forms. To the best of my understanding, I believe 99% of email marketers out there in the marketplace do not even use AWeber to create any form of landing page. Now, what I said, if you're somebody who's really serious when it comes to email marketing, it is best for you to segment funnel builder meant for funnel building, email autoresponder meant for emailing. All right. Next, you have this thing called list options. You have list settings, the text, and the custom fields. The list settings is very, very important because this is where you're going to input your customized email address within that particular list. Which also means to say, if I click on the right arrow here under list again, every single list allows you to put in a different email address. All right, you can put out, for example, abc@buyersa.com over here, def@buyersb.com over here. All right, different email address pertaining to different domains. At the same time, within list settings, it is also very important because this is where you are going to authenticate the entire email address and the domains, which means the DKIM, the DMARC, the SPF, records, everything will be done within the list settings itself. Web push reports integrations, we don't really use it at all. So this actually shows you the entire dashboard of AWeber. Very easy to maneuver. Email autoresponder, use it to manage your subscribers, segment them into different lists. All right, then within the list, you can do further list segmentation again of who are the openers, who are the clickers, that kind of thing, as well as managing your list using the list settings, importing the list, doing your email broadcast, doing your email automation, checking the statistics, done. Email marketing is not difficult. It's just something that requires a lot of patience and capital. All right, capital is also needed because you need to grow your list by purchasing solo as clicks, and from there is the easiest and fastest way to build up your email list. So with that, in the subsequent parts of this tutorial series, let's delve deeper into how exactly to use AWeber. See you. Hi there my friends, welcome to part 9 on how exactly to secure a 5-figure income per month with affiliate marketing. In this video, let's talk about AWeber. Alright, at the same time, I'm going to focus in terms of what is a list, how to create a list, and how to customize and personalize your list. Now, first and foremost, what exactly is a list? Remember, when it comes to email marketing, especially if you are using solo as traffic, once the traffic gets into your simple converting squeeze page and they actually opt in, so that is where, with proper integration with AWeber, which is an email autoresponder, all those people who opted into your squeeze page will automatically be collected in terms of all the information that you want, like for example, their last name, first name, and email address, into this thing called a list. Alright, so effectively within AWeber, you have to create 4 different lists, which is number 1, we call it the raw list, number 2, the bias C list, number 3, bias B list, and number 4, the bias A list. So let's go into AWeber and check out how exactly to create all these lists. Alright, so if you have not already done so, please refer to the link in the description box below this video to register for AWeber Plus account. Now we need an AWeber Plus account, and I'll share with you subsequently why that is the case. But first and foremost, let's go into the account dashboard. So on the top left, open up this left menu over here. Under the list options, click on the right arrow. You will see this thing called create new list. Of course, as a start, you will not have all these things. All right. Generally, you will only have things like your name itself, then followed by the company. That's all. All right. Now then, create a new list here, and then there's this thing called manage list. So click on create new list. So this is where you can put in your company's name. Like for example, if your name is Tom, okay, you can put out there Tom's company. Right, you can put in your own website or Facebook business page, which is optional, and select the address, the physical address that you wish to be displayed at the bottom of your emails. This is very important because it will comply with the can spam policy. All right, and click on next. So this is where you can put in the list name of your choice. So for our case, let's call it a raw list. All right, then under list description, you can describe what exactly this list is all about. Like you can put down there raw leads coming from solo ads traffic. Okay, now then the from name and the from address. So this is where you can put in something like if your name is Tom, I just put on a Tom, from Tom, and from address. Okay, this is where if you have not inserted your personalized email address, please do so over here under send, under add a new sender email. If you have already done so, it will be shown over here as one of the choice. Just select any one of them and click on next. Alright, so over here they ask you for the language. By default it's in English. Subject line, just choose any one of these over here because it's not really important. Alright, then followed by create list. Okay, hit on create list and this list will automatically be created. So for my case, I'm not going to create this list because it's just a demonstration purpose on my student's account. Create a list is very simple, and I've shown you just one very simple example of how to create a simple list. Then from there, start creating your own bias C, bias B, and bias A list by following the same procedure. The next thing that I want to talk about is this thing called the list settings. Going back again into AWeber, so if you go in the list options over here on the left, if you follow my mouse, click on the down arrow, you'll see this thing called list settings. So click on that. Alright, you have the basic settings, how to personalize your list and confirmation message. Very first thing I would urge you guys to do is to go to confirmation message, and you have already used the link in the description box below this video to open up your AWeber Plus account. Scroll down all the way, you will see confirmation message settings. All these by default are being turned on. Alright, it will look something like this. So what I want you to do is to turn off all these things. Alright, this will prevent double opt-in. If not, you will not be able to accumulate the numbers game when it comes to getting hold of your or rather building up your email list. Alright, then followed by save all settings. Next thing I want you to do is to go back to basic settings. Now over here they'll give you the list name, list description as per whatever we discussed just now, from name and from address. So again, if you have not yet created your personalized email address and inserted into AWeber, you can always go under manage email addresses over here, click on that. Now over here, they ask you to add a new email address. So you can put on there, for example, abc@abc.com or tom@tom.com or tom@successwithtom.com. Then followed by click on send verification. Then go back again into the C panel that you have purchased the domain whereby you created the email address, log into the inbox, and you will see an email being sent by AWeber to verify that this email address really belongs to you. Alright, so after you verify the email address, you will appear somewhere over here, but you will not see this check mark which is authenticated. What you need to do is to go to the right over here. You see a gear icon. Click on that. They will ask you to add 3 CNAME records to set up your DKIM records, as well as to set up your DMARC policy. Alright, so just follow according to whatever they put over here. Like for example, the host name, just copy this one and insert it into a DNS record. Value, copy this thing and insert it again. Alright, same thing for a DMARC, just copy this and insert into your DNS records. And then followed by refresh status. Once you see everything over here which is green and checked, you will see over here the green mark will appear. Very simple. Alright, so again, under these options, let's go back again to these settings. Right, so the contact address is the one that you have chosen just now. Let's go to personalize your list. All right, over here you can put in your website URL, your email signature, you know how exactly you want to end your email with, then click on save all these settings if you want to. You know, you can click on connect to Facebook, blah blah blah. A lot of things that you can put over here. Right, very important. Remember, only AWeber Plus allows you to go to confirmation message and turn off all these double opt-in. If you're on the AWeber free plan, it will not allow you to do that. So that's the reason why minimally you need an AWeber Plus plan. So this concludes everything you need to know about list when it comes to using AWeber. Right, it's all about creating that list, then how to insert in all the relevant records into that particular email address that you're using pertaining to that list. Okay, so this is for AWeber's case. In the next video, let's discuss about email broadcast and email automation within AWeber. See you there. Hi there, my friends. This is Benjamin here from Singapore, and welcome to part 10 on how I secure a 5-figure income per month with affiliate marketing. Now, in the previous part of this entire training series, I mentioned about list creation as well as the list settings within AWeber. So one of the list settings is to authenticate the domain that you own. Now, why is this authentication so important? Because since February 2024, Gmail, Yahoo, major email service provider, or rather email services provider, have come out with new regulations in terms of their spam controls. When it comes to Gmail, which is owned by Google, whereby most of our subscribers are actually using Gmail, there are 3 things you need to take note of. Number 1, if you are sending more than 5,000 emails to Gmail users per day, all these rules apply to you. Number 2, you have to authenticate your domain, because this is something that they are very, very strict on nowadays. In the past, you can get away with without authenticating your domains, but moving forward, in fact, ever since February 2024, you cannot afford to do that. Number 3, whenever you're sending emails to them, there must be an easy unsubscribe option for them. Now, this is usually done by the email autoresponders like AWeber and Getresponse, so we don't really have to worry about that. And last but not least, keep your spam control low. Alright, if your spam control is very high, generally your emails will not land into the primary or even the promotional tab of your subscribers. So what exactly this part 10 is talking about is email deliverability. When it comes to authenticating your domains, there are 3 different things that we need to know of. Number 1 is the DKIM, followed by SPF, then followed by the DMARC. So all these 3 things effectively is to help prevent spammers, phishers, and other unauthorized parties from sending emails on behalf of a domain that they do not own. Right? So this is effectively what Gmail and Yahoo, or rather Yahoo Mail, is trying to do. So what exactly is DKIM? Now, DKIM stands for Domain Keys Identified Mail, enables the domain owners to automatically sign emails from their domain, just as the signature on the check helps confirm who wrote the check. The technology that they use is called cryptography. Alright, we don't really have to bother so much about the technical parts of it, but we have to know that when it comes to the DKIM, that is something that we need to add into the DNS records of our domain when we purchase it from different domain hosting companies such as Namecheap, GoDaddy, Bluehost, you know, that kind of thing. Next, SPF. SPF stands for Senders Policy Framework. It's a way for a domain to list all the servers that they're sending the emails from. So think of it like a publicly available employee directory that helps someone to confirm if this employee really belongs or rather works for this particular organization. Next will be DMARC. Now DMARC is also something very important. So DMARC stands for Domain-Based Message Authentication, Reporting and Conformance. So what exactly DMARC does is it will tell the receiving part of the email server what to do with the email if it fails DKIM or SPF or both. Is it to quarantine the email, to reject the email altogether, or whatsoever? These are the 3 records that we need to add into the domain DNS records. Nowadays, every time when you purchase a new domain, don't just add it into the email autoresponder and start sending emails. It's not going to work. Alright guys, so if you're someone really interested in terms of exploring email marketing, but you are kind of confused with all the technicalities set up or whatsoever, you can always refer to the links in my description box below this video, because over there you will access my 3 different levels of mentorship program. Personally, I have 3 different levels of mentorship program, namely the Beginners Club, Star Club and the Inner Circle. So to put things simply, Beginners Club, you'll receive more than 100 over videos talking about email marketing, social media marketing, paid advertising, as well as how to create and run your very own digital course online. Star Club is 8 sessions of one-on-one session, alright, with myself, one-on-one session. So I do not have any group of trainers under me. I do not believe in getting trainers who graduated from my inner circle to start training people. I prefer to train all this myself, to create successful testimonials myself. The very last one will be Inner Circle. So Inner Circle is a blank check that I'm giving to my students. What I mean by blank check is that means I'll work with them perpetually, alright, one-on-one until they achieve a minimum of $5,000 profit for consecutively 3 months. So in terms of technicalities, Star Club and Inner Circle, I will work with them hands-on to show them what exactly to do when they set up all these things. For the Beginners Club, if you go to enrollment, alright, enroll over here, you'll see that the whole cost is only $97 to receive more than 100 over videos on the top 4 ways whereby top online marketers make money online. On top of that, I have a one-time offer of $297 whereby I will set up 5 different squeeze pages templates for you, 45 days of email automation, and as well as complete integration with Optin Dojo, Getresponse and Leadpages, or AWeber and Leadpages, and I will authenticate all the domains on your behalf. Alright, so that means to say, once you get all this done for you and you go through the video trainings, you're comfortable with the whole thing, you're able to start running traffic and do your email marketing business right away. It is as simple as that. For those of you guys who really prefer to have a coach to guide you one-on-one, you can consider my Star Club or even my Inner Circle. So from there, book a complimentary Zoom session with myself, discuss with me your goals and aspirations, and from there we can see whether we are a good fit for each other in order to help you to achieve your goals. Right, so in the next video training, let's move on straight to talk about email, broadcast and email automation by using AWeber. See you there. Hi there my friends, this is Benjamin here from Singapore, and welcome to part 11 on how I secure a 5-figure income per month with affiliate marketing. Now that we have discussed about list creation and the importance of list settings, as well as domain authentication within AWeber, let's now go on to talk about email broadcast as well as email automation. So logging into your AWeber account, this is the main dashboard that you will see. When you are doing your email broadcast, remember to set to the correct list, alright? Because within AWeber, everything has to be set to the correct list. That means to say, if you're sending email broadcast to this particular list, make sure that this list name is there, alright? If you want to change the list name, just click on the right arrow over here and choose whatever list name that you wish to send the email broadcast to. The same goes for email automation as well. So when it comes to email broadcast, go under messages, click on all messages, then on the top right you see create a message, click on that and click on drag and drop editor. So now that you are inside the drag and drop editor, over here this is where you can insert your subject line, and I'll put down there test. Alright, click done. Then over here I will hover my mouse to click here, just hover it, there's no need to click. Alright, then on the right you see this delete button, click on that because we don't need that button at all. Same thing for this line breaker, hover, and as well as this ending signature. So this is where your main body content is going to be. So I'll put on there, hi there, this is a test. Alright, anytime you want to change the font type, highlight the whole thing, and over here you can change it to Arial, let's say for example, and over here you can change it to maybe heading 4. Alright, then let's say you want to highlight this entire line, and this is where your hyperlink is. Highlight it, bold it, then click on this hyperlink, and this is where you can add in the affiliate link of your choice. Alright, then click on save. So now this entire thing will look like this. It's automatically highlighted and underlined. Okay, the next thing is click on save and exit. Once you finish drafting the entire email body. Alright, just click on save and exit. So now AWeber will direct you back into this area. So all you need to do is to hover your mouse over to this arrow, alright, it's this right arrow which is schedule. So click on that. Remember I mentioned to you before, email broadcasts, you're allowed to do like scheduling your emails in terms of the dates and everything. Alright, so subject line we tested just now was called test. So the schedule, you can choose to send it immediately, or you can choose the date, like what I mentioned just now. So you can choose the time they wish to send to. The time zone will automatically be calculated for you based on the IP address that you own when you log into your AWeber account. And subsequently, under audience, you can also edit over here, and you can send it to segments, like for example, people who are added since yesterday, added in the past 7 days, or certain segments that you have created within a list, which in this case we call it openers since day one, that kind of thing. Alright. Then over here you can also choose to put in certain automation if you wish to, but since this is an email broadcast, we just stick to being an email broadcast and click on schedule message. Once you click on schedule message, all these email broadcasts will automatically be sent according to the time that you have set. Now remember, if most of your email subscribers are from the United States, please send to them when they are awake. And especially when you're not staying in the US yourself, if you're staying in an Asian country, do your necessary time conversion and make sure you're sending to them during their daytime, which most probably will be during our nighttime. Alright, so going back to email automation, same thing, choose the correct list like what I mentioned just now, click on automation, then from here click on campaigns, then click on create campaign. Alright, so usually I will choose a blank campaign, click on select, so click on unsubscribe. So what this means is, anybody who subscribed to this list moving forward, automatically you will send them a message straight away. Alright, there's no need to put any form of time interval. When they subscribe to your list, you want to make sure that you're sending them at least a welcome email right away. Right, then from here, click on create message, click on drag and drop email builder. It will look exactly the same as what we did just in the email broadcast over here, like what you see. Alright, so same thing, insert subject line, test, then click on done. Over here, delete away this one, delete away this, delete away this. So coming into here, this is where I will say this is a test. Okay, so same thing, you want to highlight this as a link, highlight it, bold it, click on here. This is where you can insert in your whatever affiliate link it is. Okay, I'll just put out here as google.com. Save, then click on save and exit. Now you notice that when you click on save and exit, it goes back into the campaign format. Unlike email broadcast, it will show you in terms of the messages, then from there you can schedule it. Well, email automation, like I say, one of the main restrictions is you cannot test the different timings that you wish to send out these emails. Only thing you can do is, after sending this email, double click it, you can put on there, after a certain time interval, please send for me the next email, that kind of thing, alright? So this time interval, going back again, you can choose it in terms of perform the next action after 1 day, or after 2 days, 3 days, or whatsoever. And also you can change the days into minutes, hours, days, weeks, or even months. Alright. So you can also set certain custom time after the previous session. Then from here, the next email will be sent. So draft it again, drag and drop builder. Alright, it goes back again into this editor format. So this is what we call test 2. Alright, so same thing again, delete away this, delete away this, delete away this, and this over here, just put this is a test 2. Alright, highlight this, bold it, link it, and over here this link, again I'll put down there google.com. Alright, so make sure that this green check mark appears before you click on the save button. That means to say AWeber is actually testing whether this is a valid URL that you're putting in. Alright, then click on save and exit. So once again, it goes back into the campaign format. Alright, so let's say assuming that you are done with your email automation, be whether it's a 30 days email automation or 45 days or even 60 days or 90 days email automation, click on save and exit. Alright, so now you have this untitled campaign. Now then, if you want to title the whole thing, click on edit again. So over here, you can click on this pencil icon on the top left. If you follow my mouse, click on that, and over here you can name a campaign, and I'll put on there YouTube explanation. Alright, click on the green check mark, and then click on save and exit again. Alright, so remember, every time when you finish your email automation, it's on draft mode. What you need to do is to hover your mouse to this button here and click on activate it. Alright, so for my case, I'm not going to activate this. This is my student's account, which I'm using just to show you guys how exactly the whole thing works. When it comes to using AWeber, it's pretty straightforward. You just have to understand how to create a list, how to maneuver the list settings, how to do your email automation, how to do your email broadcast, so on and so forth. Now, of course, at this juncture, you might be wondering, Ben, what kind of email body content can I use? What kind of subject lines can I use? All right, so within my Inner Circle program, I give all these subject lines and email body content to my students. I tell them where exactly to find it. So if you're not within my Inner Circle program, let me show you in the next training video where you can find all these kind of body content and subject line, and you can test it on your own. All right, so I'll see you there. Take care. Hi there, my friends. This is Benjamin here from Singapore, and welcome to part 12 on how I secure a 5-figure income per month with affiliate marketing. Now, first and foremost, thank you so much for your very good response, and many of you have emailed me personally in terms of asking me more about affiliate marketing. Now, my area of forte lies in terms of email marketing, social media marketing, as well as running paid advertising. So in this entire tutorial series, I will focus more in terms of email marketing and social media marketing. Not that I do not want to touch on paid advertising, but rather paid advertising strategy is a very dynamic one. It is definitely not something that you can learn easily by just watching YouTube videos like this. However, if you are really interested in terms of mastering all these different strategies from myself, you can always refer to the links in the description box below this video for my 3 different levels of mentorship program. If you're somebody who wants to work with someone to hands-on to you, hand-hold you one-on-one until you achieve a certain goal, you can always refer to my Inner Circle mentorship program as well. So without further ado, let's go on straight to today's tutorial. So now that we have discussed about how exactly to set up email broadcast and email automation within AWeber, let's talk about the email body content and the subject lines. If you refer to the link in the description box below this video, you will see that there is this particular link that calls 16,000 email swipes. So this is the one that when you click on the link, you will reach this sales page. So this 16,000 email swipes is very effective in terms of coming up with email body content and subject lines for SoloS traffic. And you will get thousands of email swipes for just a measly sum of $12.11. Now, 16,000 email swipes does not mean that there's 16,000 email there. All right. What it really means is this top email marketer actually paid 16,000 for all these swipes that make him earn more than $2 million. All right. And now you can have this for just $12, guys. It is really a steal deal. When it comes to email marketing, email deliverability is definitely one of the issues that many newbies are concerned with. Now, when it comes to email deliverability, we are only concerned with 2 metrics. One, open rates, and the second one will be the click-through rates. The open rates is affected by the subject lines, while the click-through rates is affected by the email body content. So instead of coming up with your own email, or rather trying to plug something from the sky, or just following whatever swipes that the product vendors are giving to you, which every affiliate marketer is using, consider getting these 16K email swipes from Matt Beckett. He's definitely one of the top email marketers in this entire earth at this point in time. All right, because personally, myself, even my Inner Circle students are using all these swipes, and I'm sharing with them how exactly to come up with compelling subject lines that arouse the curiosity of your subscribers to want to click on that email. Because if they do not click on the email and open up this email, there's no way that they will even click on any links within your email. Not to mention, after that, of course, there's no way you can get any form of sales. Now, of course, email deliverability is not just affected by the email body content like the subject lines and the body content. There are other things such as your IP reputation, your domain reputation, right, and the frequency that you send the emails, how engaged your subscribers are, all right, and whether they are responsive to your emails, whether they open your emails, whether they reply to your emails. These are all the different things that will affect email deliverability. So once again, if you are somebody who is really keen in terms of mastering email marketing, whereby it's really a push button system, you don't have to show your face at all, and all you need to do is just to set up the system, knowing how to monitor the different offer statistics, all right, working with a mentor like myself to help you to achieve at least a consistent 5,000 profit income per month for consecutively 3 months, consider my Inner Circle program, whereby you can access the curriculum via the links in the description box below this video. Alright, so in the next tutorial, I'm going to move on straight to talking about Getresponse. Same thing, let's talk about list creation within Getresponse, the list settings, as well as how to set up email automation and email broadcast within Getresponse. See you there. Hi there my friends, this is Benjamin here from Singapore and welcome back to part 13 on how I secure a 5-figure income per month with affiliate marketing. Now that we have covered everything when it comes to AWeber, let's go on straight to talk about Getresponse. So guys, if you have not registered for the Getresponse account yet, you can refer to the link in the description box below this video to do so. So once you have registered for the Getresponse account, this is the main dashboard that you will see. Now first and foremost, let's discuss about how exactly to create a list. Alright, first and foremost, hover your mouse to contacts. Then from here, click on create list and type in your list name and hit the create button. It's as simple as that. Alright, now you will notice that the entire procedure when it comes to using Getresponse is much more easier than using AWeber. However, in terms of email deliverability, I personally prefer AWeber more than Getresponse. Now for those of you guys who are using Getresponse, I believe this particular training video will help you a lot. Alright, so this is how you create a list. Now after you have created the list, the next thing you need to do is to head over on the right. You see this icon over here, top right. Click on that and hit on emails and domains. So over here, this is where you can add in the email address of your choice that you have purchased from some hosting company. Alright, then from there, add it into the Getresponse account itself. So this is where you can put in your name, alright, whatever name that you wish to send your emails. So let's say, for example, for my case, I will use the name Benjamin. And over here, this will be the email address that I'm going to put into Getresponse. Alright, so after that, the next thing you need to do is to make sure that this email is being authenticated. Alright, now the way to do it is very simple. Click on View DNS Records. There are two things that I need to add, very similar to AWeber. So the first thing is the DKIM record. So this is the DKIM identifier, and this is the DKIM key. The next thing will be the DMARC record. So this is the host name, and this is the DMARC record to be added into the DNS settings of your domain. Alright, so these are the two main important things. So once you have added these two, wait for a couple of minutes, or at most about 30 minutes, you will see this green check button, or rather this green color button that says DKIM authenticated. That means this email is ready to be used. Now that you know how to create a list within Getresponse and how to insert your email address into Getresponse and make it DKIM authenticated, let's now talk about how exactly to create an email broadcast and an email automation within Getresponse. So the way to create email broadcast, again, very simple. Hit your mouse over to tools, then hit on email marketing. So once you're inside this email marketing, hit on create newsletter, hit on by myself. Then over here, you can name the email whatever you want to name it. Now this is for your own record. It is not going to be shown to your subscribers. So let's say, for example, I put on there test 1. Alright, then over here from email address. Now your email address has to be the one that you have already DKIM authenticated and not the one that you use to register when you open up your Getresponse account. So over here, let's select this one. Alright, then reply to also the same one. Alright, the one that we had already inserted into the Getresponse account, which is DKIM authenticated, like what I mentioned. In terms of subject line, in the previous video, I recommended to you guys about the 16K email swipes from Matt Beckett. So if you have not purchased it, which is just a measly $12, all right, you can always refer to the links in the description box below this video to do so. So subject line, let's put on there test 1. All right, now recipients. So this is where you can add in who exactly you want to send this email broadcast to. All right, which particular list you want to send it to. All right, so let's say, for example, we're sending it to everybody. So click on add. So the entire list from Google Ads, all the subscribers within this list will be added there. Now the next thing is under design and content, click on design message. Click on blank templates. Then use template. Use the blank template, very easy. So hit on logo and turn off the logo if you do not have any logo to show to your subscribers. Alright, now remember on the left, this is the working space, and on the right, this is where all the different options that you have within Getresponse. Next thing, click on layout. Then you'll see this text button. Click and drag over here, drop it here. Now this is where you can draft your particular email content. This is a test. So let's say this is the particular sentence that you want to add in your hyperlink. So same thing, highlight the whole thing, bold it, then click on the link over here, and this is where you insert your affiliate link. Alright, so let's say, for example, we're going to put on there www.google.com and hit on insert. Simple. Okay, then click on next. So let's say this entire thing is done. So scroll down. Remember I mentioned before, email broadcast, you can schedule it. So this is where you can hit the schedule. All right, schedule for later. You can choose the date and time as well as the time zone that you are in. All right, perfect timing. This is where Getresponse will actually track what is the general estimated approximate timing that your subscribers are most likely to open your email. So you can choose to turn this on or turn this off. It doesn't really matter. All right, if you want to test it, turn it on. Then for some emails, you can turn it off and see whether it affects the open rates. Subsequently, once you are done, hit on the schedule button. So of course, in this case, I'm not going to do so. This is my students Getresponse account. All right, I'm just using it to show you guys how exactly to use this software. Next, let's now talk about how to create email automation messages within Getresponse. So click on Tools, then click on Autoresponders. So you can hit Create Autoresponder over here by myself. Okay, just click on Create Autoresponder. You can just do away with all these things. Doesn't really matter because I'm now showing you how exactly to do it. So again, this is the email that you want to put it for yourself to recognize what exactly this one is. So you can put on it email 1. So this will be the very first email that you will send out whenever anybody subscribes to your list. Remember, this is automation messages. All right. Now, within email automation, within Getresponse or be it AWeber, it's very important for you to tell the software which list is the one that you want these automation messages to be applied to. So this is where the linked list is. So if you click over here, this will show you all the lists that you have created within Getresponse. So if you are going to send out all these automation messages to people that have subscribed into this Google Ads list, then choose Google Ads. If you're going to send these automation messages to subscribers, that means to say to new subscribers that have opted into a paid ads, then choose paid ads list. All right. So under the day settings, always choose it at day 0. That means the moment they subscribe to it, immediately they will receive the email from you. Same time as sign up time, leave it alone. All right, don't change anything. Monday to Sunday, just leave it alone. So same thing over here, from email address, change it and change it to the one that is already DKIM authenticated within Getresponse. Then the subject line and design and content is exactly the same as what we have done for the broadcast. All right, then after you have done everything, click on save and publish. All right. Now, after you have done it, this is for email number 1. Then subsequently, once you have done it, the next thing is you can create email number 2 and email number 3. And from there, you just choose the time interval over here. All right. It is unlike AWeber, whereby you can click and drop the timing, the intervals, remember. So for Getresponse, everything is settled within this one page over here. So let's say this is for email 1, day 0. Email 2 will be day 1. Email 3 will be day 2. All right, so this is how exactly you choose the time interval. Then from there, create the emails within Getresponse itself. Simple. I'm attempting to put the entire Getresponse training within this one video because Getresponse is really very easy to use. Right? It's very easy to use. Literally, I put it as email autoresponder for dummies. All right, it is very beginner friendly, but I have my reservations when it comes to the email deliverability side. So personally, when it comes to choosing email autoresponder, I would much prefer to use AWeber than Getresponse. However, there are some situations, some instances, I do not know why, Getresponse is giving slightly better email deliverability than AWeber. Alright, so within my Inner Circle program itself, I share with my students how exactly to use multiple email autoresponders to create multiple streams of income. If this is something that you're interested in to learn email marketing, push button system, set it up once and forget about it. All right, and you don't have to show your face literally ever. So you can always refer to my mentorship program links in the description box below this video. See you. Take care.